This is going to be part 2 to the reaction. So it seems like it's getting into some of the juicy stuff now. We just read this tweet or message or something. I still want to know how he got this message. Like, how do you get this message from Ava Tyson that seems like it's going to MrBeast and how they apparently bang? Very interesting. But let's continue the video. Let's continue the reaction and see how this thing is going to end. Here we go.
Anyway, let's. I'm going to move Maddie Spadell away from all this. I just want to touch on this briefly. So Maddie Spadell, who's MrBeast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague. I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters to see how people respond before sharing more information. But also it's like not that vague if you have reading comprehension and can read context clues. She says she spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in her life. 19 to 21 are formative years, impacted how she saw herself and how she trusted men. Months of therapy. She says how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
My God. MrBeast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
Also in this podcast, Jimmy goes on to talk about his...
Holy shit. Holy shit. How long do you think before Dog Pack 404 ends up working for James O'Keefe or something like that? How long do you think before that happens?
Relationship with his current girlfriend, Tia, in very weird ways, in my opinion.
For us now, like an idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test and then study and see if we can get a higher. An idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test. And then she was like, I'm an author. And I was like, fuck yeah, good. She has a hobby. And then I just DM'd her. I was like, oh, see your book. Can I read it? She sent it over, read the whole book, and it was just like acting like it was the greatest book ever. I don't really get along with women.
It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. That's a pretty clear statement, if you ask me. Now, I almost feel like there's been a campaign against Maddie Spadell to discredit her before she's even shared any information. A lot of like clout chaser and gold digger allegations. I'll say this is also from that Rolling Stone article. They referenced the breakup. The reporter says, Maddie Spadell, who's appeared in a handful of videos, those in MrBeast's inner circle told me that Spadell had been a positive influence, forcing Donaldson to prioritize work-life balance more. Donaldson did not want to comment on the record about the breakup, citing Spadell's privacy, yet Chris Tyson, says Donaldson's singular focus on work was a major contributing factor. I think that's what he's going to be looking for next. Somebody who can match his obsession with business and money and all that kind of stuff.
Now, keep in mind about one thing, okay? Keep in mind about one thing. So I understand that these clips are edited in a way to provide maximum effect against MrBeast. Okay. I'm not stupid. I get that, right? Totally get that. However, the fact of the matter is it's what's happening now that people have an issue with, right? Because those clips of MrBeast saying those things about women have been around for the longest time. They're old clips. Like the clip that he used just now, MrBeast looks 10 years fucking younger. So they've been around for a long, long time. So if people had an issue with it, but you got to look at it all together and kind of see and think to yourself, was he joking or was he not? Right? He's going to say he was joking, obviously, because people always do that. People are going to say, oh, I was just joking. It was just jokes, bro. But Chris Tyson is saying the same thing too. Oh, it was just jokes. It was just jokes. Talking about wanting to bang a fucking 10-year-old girl or whatever the case may be, or 11-year-old girl. I forgot what it was. It's just jokes, bro. After a while, you kind of have to question, And plus, he's doing this now. Like he has the same kind of sense of humor. You can kind of tell that it's a very it's almost like a fraternity in this sense, right? Like the entire thing is kind of like a fraternity where, like they said earlier, a boys club where they are young guys, young fucking guys with fuck you money, right? I'm not even talking about just being rich. We're talking about fuck you money, right? This is the guy who can go and give $190,000 to someone just to cover his tracks. Just out of the blue, he's like, I'll transfer it to your bank. Like, they have fuck you money. So when young guys like this have fuck you money and they never, ever face the consequences of their actions, you know, you really can't be surprised at the shit that they do. I'm not. But let's continue.
A bad word to be said about Matty Spadell from Jimmy or the people in his inner circle, which is pretty unusual of an ex-girlfriend. I'll show some of the brain dead media coverage headed by Cuckstar and his news organization Drama Alert. So here's just one of his many posts about Matty. Thread of every time MrBeast's ex-girlfriend allegedly shaded him, downplaying the clout-chasing claims against her. So let's see this extensive thread. One post of a TikTok where she says she was traumatized at 19. Why do you think that's about Jimmy, Keemstar? Allegedly complaining about MrBeast fans. This is her most popular TikTok period with over 6.5 million views and was posted last year. And then Drama Alert goes on to give one more example. And that's the end of the thread. So see her most popular TikTok seems to be alluding to her relationship with MrBeast. And then she has hundreds of more TikToks where she never even tried to recreate the success of that first TikTok, right? Like if I'm her social media manager, I'm telling her, hey, post about Jimmy Moore. And she obviously knows that if she did that, she would get more views. And yet she doesn't do it. Hundreds of TikToks, about 30 of them are about Taylor Swift, maybe 3 are about her ex-boyfriend of 2.5 years, which for a Swiftie, it's extremely, extremely low to post only 3 times about your ex-boyfriend who's now incredibly famous. So if she was clout chasing, she's doing a horrible job at it. Now, Drama Alert, on the other hand, has posted more times in the past month about Matty Spadell than Matty Spadell has ever posted about MrBeast. So I just wanted to address that because I think MrBeast knows Matty has nukes against him and he's trying to discredit her. So let's look at this leaked email. This is from MrBeast. It says, yesterday, Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Guys, I don't know how that got there.
Wait, what? Oh, you can't be doing this shit. Go back.
So see her most popular TikTok seems to be alluding to her relationship with MrBeast. And then she has hundreds of more TikToks where she never even tried to recreate the success of that first TikTok, right? Like if I'm her social media manager,
bro, look at all those TikToks, bro. Holy shit, man. Social media has really destroyed the world.
I'm telling her, hey, post about Jimmy Moore. And she obviously knows that if she did that, she would get more views. And yet she doesn't do it. Hundreds of TikToks, about 30 of them are about Taylor Swift, maybe 3 are about her ex-boyfriend of 2.5 years, which for a Swiftie, it's extremely, extremely low to post only 3 times about your ex-boyfriend who's now incredibly famous. So if she was clout chasing, she's doing a horrible job at it. Now, Drama Alert, on the other hand, has posted more times in the past month about Matty Spadell than Matty Spadell has ever posted about MrBeast.
Oh, no. This was epic. Keemstar definitely rode the wave for sure. And I mean, hey, that's why Keemstar is still around, bro. This is why Keemstar is still around after so many years, because he knows how to read the room. He knows how to read the room. And as much as people troll him and make fun of him and shit, he knows how to read the room. And that's what keeps him ahead of the game. But this is hilarious. Dick Rider.
So I just wanted to address that because I think MrBeast knows Matty has nukes against him and he's trying to discredit her. So let's look at this leaked email. This is from MrBeast. It says, yesterday, Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa!
Wait. So what is bad about this? Why would you zoom in if it was bad? I'm so confused. Why would you zoom in if this was bad? Hold on. Confidential. Private email. Do not distribute. Yesterday, Dawson saved 100 children from a burning orphanage. It's important that we keep this a secret. Do not send this email directly to Keemstar.
Saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Guys, I don't know how that got there. That was the wrong email. I don't know how that got there. Yeah, so I've actually heard from pretty credible people that this email was not leaked.
I get it.
So, why lie about it?
It's a joke. I thought it was serious. Stop fucking with me, Dogpack. Come on, I'm trying to look through all this shit for information. Dogpack's fucking with me. Bitch.
Devious or deceptive tendencies. Here he is quoted in that Rolling Stone article saying, I'm great at lying. But I want to focus in on this part where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resource officer, chief financial officer, interesting, and general counsel, along with other roles to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow. So what's interesting about this is that the only person named in an initiative to foster a better internal culture is Jeff Hausenbold. But what's ironic about this is that Jeff Hausenbold...
Never trust a man with this kind of smile. I'm telling you right now, everybody in the chat right now, never trust a man with this kind of a smile.